Good morning and hello. We are back with our Ultimate Decades Challenge and we have a few things to go over today. So I had gotten a couple of comments in our videos about some of the aging, and someone had brought up that they wanted us to go over some things with the preteen mod and adding it into the game. And I don't know if you guys want to do that or not. So I don't have, I can put that in the game, and I have downloaded it and gone ahead and put it in the game because it's something you guys want me to do, so I can do that. I'm not against doing that. The only thing with doing that is it does change our timeline as far as the rules go with Morbid Gamers rules. And so we would need to discuss how that changes our families on their lengths of their lives, and editing those rules makes me a little nervous. So the reason that it makes me nervous is just because with time in the game, as time goes on, their lifespans change a little bit. They start to live a little bit longer, and things like that. So it does get modified over time. She has things set up to the way things are within the time. So I don't know how I feel about that. But if you guys are wanting me to set up the preteen mod, we would need to figure out death rolls and how long they're going to live for and what those ages are going to be set as. And we're going to need to add that to our chart, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, I'm not going to lie, because it's going to completely change our spreadsheet. And we live off of that spreadsheet. It is like a major tool that we're going to be using for this. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but we can look into that, adding that mod if that is something that you guys want to do. That being said, let's take a look at the spreadsheet so that we can figure out if that's something that we want to do. So here is our spreadsheet, and I have obviously went ahead. Hi, how are you doing, Omar? I was actually just talking about the preteen mod and all of that, getting that added in. So if I go in and I add the preteen mod in, which I did go ahead and add the preteen mod to the game. Adding the preteen mod into the game means I have to change the spreadsheet completely, and the spreadsheet is like vital to the game. So I've added a column for the preteen stuff. I'm good. How are you? I am doing pretty good. I'm stressing over the spreadsheet a little bit, but other than that, I'm doing really good. Mainly I'm stressing over it because I've added this column here for the preteen mod, which is great, but I don't think the preteen mod is super necessary if it causes that much lag. Oh, no. It's fine. It's just adding it over here. So like I've added it here in this column here, but when I go to add it over here so that we can add in like the information, if I add this column, it messes up the whole, it throws off the whole spreadsheet. So I've added it over here, but now we need to figure out basically like, how long is the preteen going to last for? What are the years that they're technically going to be? What are their numbers going to be for their death rolls? So we have to figure out a lot of things for the preteen mod, like being added into the game. So that's the only thing. So we do have to figure out a lot of that stuff. So let's, let me give my view back here so you guys can see me. So we would have to add all of those things back in. I think the preteen mod should only have one roll for deaths By the way, what year are you on in the Ultimate Decades right now? Right now, we are just now about to enter into 1302. He is asleep currently. It is Monday at 2:18 a.m. He is asleep. So we are just entering into 1302. There is a video that actually just went live on the channel for 1301 that I just put out, which was episode 5. This stream is episode 6, basically, for 1302. So we'll play 1302 today for the stream. But I did just want to go ahead and get kind of the preteen stuff out of the way before we get started playing, because obviously I need to know how we're going to be changing. So if we're only going to do one death roll for the deaths, we just need to figure out what that number is going to be. For the preteens, I guess they would be ages, what, like 11 to 12? Maybe? I know you had written me like this big, long information on my YouTube page, but I'd have to go back and look at it. And I can update all of that a little bit later on the spreadsheet as well. But I just kind of wanted to make sure that's what we want to do, is roll with the preteen mod. If that is too much of a hassle, we don't have to have the preteen mod. I can always remove it. Are you enjoying the decades more or the Ultimate Decades? Prefer Ultimate Decades just more for history. Honestly, I started playing the Ultimate Decades, you know, just by myself, and I was having a lot of good fun with it, just kind of like on my own, just playing it. It is a lot more difficult, but I really was enjoying it, and then I thought, you know what, I kind of want to bring it to the channel, and I am just going to say, like, I probably am not going to be as historically accurate as some of you want me to be. But the reason for that is this is not real life. This is The Sims. And there's only so much I can do. I will try my best to represent history, but there's just only so much I can do. So there's that. And I am me. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to make errors. You guys are going to get on to me, and that is what it is. But yes, I am, I think, enjoying probably Ultimate Decades probably better than I did Decades. Just because I like the grind of it, and I kind of do like the challenge part of it more. And as awful as it sounds, with the death rolls and all of that stuff that you have to kind of go through, and all of, like, I don't know, I kind of dig it more. So yeah. I think you could make a short series with the Ultimate Decades. You can continue this, or like make shorts and incorporate with the series, like you would do community posts, which I would love. I think for preteen, the roll should be 11. Okay. So, you think the roll should be 11. Let me update that. Death roll 11. And their ages for preteen is like what? 11 and 12, right? What do you mean? I think you should make a short series with the Ultimate Decades. You can continue this, or like make shorts and incorporate with the series, like you would do community posts, which I would love. Well, I am making the community posts and things like that. As far as the shorts, I'll have to see about making some shorts and things like that. We'll see what we can do. We'll see. We'll see. That being said, let's go ahead and I think jump in and get to playing here and see what he's got going on. So he is just currently sleeping right now. I just am going to get him up after he finishes sleeping. We're going to let him go eat, and then we're going to forage. We have actually just entered into our summer season. So we do need to forage for some summer plants, because we don't have anything in our garden that we can have for like planting for our summer season, and we need to have summer plants which is something that we desperately need. Obviously, he is alone here. He's no longer mourning the loss of his mother. He is finally over mourning her loss. But that being said, he is still alone. We do know that he is wanting to marry Eileen. We do have that pinned, that he got something saying he wants to go ahead and get married to her. We aren't supposed to marry them until they are like 16 years old. But at the end of the day, if we want to go ahead and get him married a little bit sooner, I guess that's our discretion, and we can go ahead and do that. So if we want to marry him in 1302, you guys can let me know, and we'll go ahead and we'll get him married sooner. Otherwise, we'll wait and we'll marry him when we're supposed to at the age of 16 in 1303. But that's going to be up to you guys to let me know what you want me to do with that. But he is like definitely keen on going ahead and getting married to her. Alright, he did not want to get up and go eat? What? He was like, no, instead of eating this morning, I'm just going to go straight off to foraging. I need to go ahead and get that done. Obviously, we need to go and we need to get those summer plants picked. So I'm going to go straight to foraging, and then I can come back and I can grab myself some boiled eggs. Well, I mean, really? You are just keen on your chores this morning, but I think you're going to find that you're going to be quite hungry when you return. Oops, your message didn't send. What message didn't send? Like machinima style. Machinima style. Oh my gosh. I was afraid you were going to say that. That's the one thing I don't know how to do is machinimas. I would have to like learn how to do machinimas, and I do not have time to learn how to do machinimas. Between my streaming and making the little bit of videos that I am making, and my going back to work, very soon in September, I will be going back to work probably. I just do not have time to learn new stuff, but I will see what I can do, but no promises. Yeah. Machinimas are amazing, and the people that make machinimas, I am just like, wow, those are amazing, to watch, and I love them, but, I always think to myself, I want to learn how to do that, and it's probably not even super, super difficult, but I just never have taken the time to do that, and now I have less time, on my hands, between family and work and the things that I have going on in my personal life. I just don't have the time to learn the new things. So, all right, you have eaten, you have cleaned, you have foraged. What did you find? You've got us some onions, and you got some apples, and you got some bird eggs. All right, so the onions we can go ahead and plant, but I believe the onions are for, unfortunately, the winter and fall season, so that is not going to do us a lot of good for summer, so I can just plant that for the fall season. He's feeling extremely confident from a lucky escape. That bear got a little too close for comfort, but Ernie made it out without a scratch. I mean, I didn't send you hunting. I sent you foraging, but I guess he got a little close to a bear there. After he's done planting that, we are going to get him to come over here and just do a little bit of weeding of these garlic plants. And then he's going to have to collect on the bees. So obviously he needs to just tend to his garden here because, or his chores here, because this farm needs all the help it can get. And with him being by himself, he is really stuck with doing everything, and he has no help, and it is really taking up all of his time, which is why we definitely need to get him a bride. He needs a wife to help him. He is stuck with not only all of the outside chores, but he also does all of the cooking and the cleaning, and truth be known, he should be doing the washing, but he hasn't been doing that, so he's probably got dirty laundry on and everything, so we love that for him. Hi Tracy, how are you doing today? I just saw that you entered in. I keep sending a message, but they're not sending. I sent one before the machinima one. Wonder why they are not sending. That is really weird. So, Tracy, while you were not here, we discussed that we are going to probably add in the preteen mod to the game. And that is going to completely change everything. No. It's going to change a little bit of stuff for this... for their lives a little bit, and for our spreadsheet and stuff like that. So, I was asking how you guys feel about us changing those things and lengthening their lives a little bit, and adding that in. Omar had suggested that we add the preteen mod into the game. And I was like, well, if we do that, that's fine, but we, need to figure out, like, a death roll for it, and then we need to figure out, like, the ages that they live, and, add it to the spreadsheet, because the spreadsheet is, like, everything right now for us. So, just finished work. It's attack being too hot. Oh, no. It's really kind of cool here now. It's already starting to kind of get like fall weather, so he's just going to run upstairs and read the holy book. He has discovered religion, and he is part of the Worship of the Watcher religion. So he is just up there looking at the holy book. He likes to go up and, just give it a look-see here and there. And also, we need to figure out if we want to go ahead and marry him, or if we want to make him wait until 1303. So you guys need to let me know what you think about that. Do we want to let him marry early? If so, he can marry in 1302. It'll be a year early. He would marry at 15 instead of 16. Or we would just follow the rules, make him wait that extra year. It's just this one extra year that they would have... that he would struggle this one extra year. Also, the Arendelle family, Lillian, their daughter, did survive her infant role, and she has aged up to an infant. She's super cute. You can see her on the Plumtree app, and she's adorable. Hello, OA Games. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? I mean, he's out here fishing, which I guess is good, but he should probably be doing his chores. Like, he didn't take care of the cow. He didn't take care of the chickens. The cow's over there like, I didn't get fed. I didn't get cleaned. I didn't get milked. You're over there just fishing away, enjoying your time, doing whatever it is that you're doing with your life, and slacking off. And he's thinking to himself, I'm just trying to relax a little bit here. Like, I got up at 3 a.m. and went foraging, narrowly escaped, with my life from a bear. And I just thought, fishing sounded like a good time. And the cow's like, yeah, but my udders. My udders. I'm great. How was you? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Clearly, I'm over here talking for a cow. So, I mean, I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Alright. Well, I just wanted to nip in and say you're my favorite YouTube, and I had to go to work now. Being a manager at the office sucks. I'm looking forward to watching the stream as a spectator, though. Oh, well, thank you for that. I appreciate, and I hope that you have a good time at work. Sucks that you kind of have to be at work, I suppose, but I hope that you enjoy spectating however you spectate. And I really appreciate those kind words. Other people that have been playing the Ultimate Decades have been getting them married when they're teenagers. Yes, Tracy. He will still be a teen. He just has to be 16. So, technically in the rules it states when they age up to teens, they're only 13. And you have to wait until wait 3 years after they're teens. So, they have to be 16. So, for him to be 16, it would be 1303. Technically. So, right now he's only 15 years old, not 16. He'll be 16 in 1303. By the way, Misty, what do you do as work? I work as an administrative assistant. He really, really likes the Holy Book a lot. He really does. I was trying to click on him so I could send him like maybe to a gathering or something, but it won't let me click on him, so I can't do that. Maybe he can weave some clothes. No, he can't. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is. Let's put it in his inventory. He can carry it around with him since he loves it so much. I have no idea what that is. Basically, I work for a construction company out, well, not construction company, but I work for, I don't really want to tell you who I work for. I work for a company, and I do administrative assistant work. So I work doing computer and paperwork and administrative tasks alongside basically Alberta government is basically what I do. What are you planting? Is that a trash plant? It's a spinach plant. Why are we planting spinach in the front yard? I don't want to do that. Why would you do that? That does not belong there. Okay, I'm just gonna... Hello, Raven. Hello, Jiminy. How are you today? I'm just gonna move this over into the garden because honestly I have no idea why he planted spinach there. That is super weird, and honestly we had enough spinach planted, but clearly he found spinach somewhere and was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna plant it right here in the middle of the sidewalk. Well, okay, that's amazing. Thank you for explaining that. You are so welcome. I don't know what I explained. ADHD moment. What did I explain, Tracy? Did I explain the age thing? Is that what I explained? Maybe that's what I explained. Aspires to be Popeye. I guess. I don't understand. He really wants to go fishing again. Or maybe he just wants to play in the water. I don't know. That being said, Tracy, if we want to marry him at 15, by golly, we can do it. We just have to say the word and I will make it happen. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm the watcher and I can make them do what I want them to do. So there's that. Did you see my message about marrying just above the work one? Did I see your message about marrying? You're really close to 600 subs. I did not see a message about marrying. I would say get married at 13, 15. My grandma got married at 14, and she only got married in the late 50s. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So anywhere between 13 to 15. I think that probably makes sense too. So, but my grandparents got married when they were 15. And this is the 1300s, and like, do you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. Yet again, my grandma had 13 siblings and an ill father, lived on a huge farm and cooked and cleaned, so maybe her lifestyle wasn't different from someone living in the 1300s. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I would think that they would probably marry pretty young. So that being said, we could probably go, would you probably need to eat something? He's like, yeah, well, you haven't queued up for me to cook anything. What, you don't have autonomy? You don't know how to go and cook yourself something? What, you have to ask me to do everything for you? Let's make a single serving of like onion soup. That sounds fantastic. We'll get him to make a little bit of onion soup. It's a little better than gruel, so he can make that. I don't know where he got the onions from, but clearly he got onions. So we love that for him. Maybe he had a little bit of onions left over or out of the harvest, maybe. I don't know. But we love that. So he's going to make some onion soup. Also, out of her 13 siblings, 8 died premature from illnesses. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But that is kind of how that happens, right? Like, they had like so many kids. And they worked the farms, and they did those things. And my grandmother had 13 siblings as well. Like, she was one of 13. So, and a lot of them also passed away. Like, that's just what it was. And, yeah. I don't know. It's just what it is. I couldn't imagine having that many kids. Like, I could not imagine having that many kids. Onion soup sounds gross. Onion soup is not gross, Omar. It isn't. I promise. Unless you don't like onions, and then onion soup would be gross for you. If you don't like onions, then don't eat it. I don't recommend. My uncle now inherited that farm in the 2000s and renovated it into a mansion. That's amazing. All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead, I think, and get them married. We will have her come round, and we will go, and we will have them get married. We will invite them, invite her over. We'll, send a pigeon to call her over. I don't know. I don't know how they... You get what I'm saying, right? We'll get her to come around. And then we will plan an event. We're going to go to the local church. We'll have them get married. We'll call over our family and our friends, and we'll marry in front of everyone. Say our vows, exchange our kiss, get this woman into our house so she can help us, because Lord knows he needs the help. And go ahead and get them married. Technically, it is Monday, 1302. It's the first part of the year. We still have about 9 months away from him turning 16. But, you know, that's not bad. In my head, it just sounded like grinder onions that became a liquid mixed with other veggies. Oh, no. All right, let's call her round. I knew you were going to do that with that trash. It never fails. You can't finish one task because you start another one. That sounds familiar. Huh. Eileen will be right over. Okay. He's like, I'm gonna go out and clean the shed. While I wait for her to come round. It's like 7:15 at night. Maybe we shouldn't have our wedding tonight. Maybe we should wait and do it in the morning. Did she come over? I think that's her. In clothing that does not befit her. Why can I not click on any of the Sims? That's what I want to know. Is there a problem that is like making it where I can't click on any of these Sims? Okay, she's not here. She came and she went. Honestly, I can't click on any Sim. Don't you find that a little odd? Because I most certainly do. He can literally not interact with any Sims. And I can't interact with him. The only thing that I've done differently in my game is the teen mod. The preteen mod. And now I can't interact with anybody. The preteen mod may have to... That glitch has definitely happened to me many times. I had to shut down my PS4 and it worked again. Yeah, well... The only thing that I've done differently since this glitch is download the preteen mod. So... Oh, dear. Let me save my game, and we can exit. The bad news is that if I have to exit my game and start it again, it takes forever for my game to start because I have so much CC. So, that's not going to be ideal. Alright, let me change us to a different screen. And I will exit my game. And see if I can make it work again. And if not, you know what that means? That means the preteen mod is going to have to go. And it will be all for naught. It's kind of funny to me that both you and Sam live in Alberta. Me and Sam do both live in Alberta. We actually only live about 40 minutes from one another. Just for, like, shits and giggles, I'm just going to delete the preteen mod and just see if it works like it's supposed to and see if that's what it was. Have you ever visited each other's homes? No, we have not. We kind of said we were going to, but then we never did, and then... I don't want to sound nosy, but because you live in the countryside, I'm assuming, is your house big? I don't know. I think it's kind of decent sized, I guess. I suppose it is a decent size. I don't know what you would determine big. You might have to take the printing mod out of the game. What printing mod? You might have to take the printing mod out of the game. Which printing mod, Tracy? Y'all should collab and do a sim swap challenge. Like as in the amount of bedrooms and if it's spacious. Technically we have 4 bedrooms. 4 bedrooms and a full basement, so in the UK, you would never find a house with a basement. Yeah, I know. A friend of mine, we were talking about, like, he was looking for a place in the UK because he was, like, house searching or whatever. And we were kind of looking, like, places, in comparison to what I have based on what he has and, like, the amount that he would spend. It was ridiculous. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And, like, what he would get for the amount that it was so tiny. And I was like, that's ridiculous. And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh my goodness. You have to go to the mall now. This is so much fun though. Bye. Okay, bye, Omar. Have a great day and have a good time at the mall. Okay, I'm going to put us on a be right back really quick. I am going to go refill my coffee while my game is deciding to reload. And then, and before I go, yeah, London's very expensive. Yeah, absolutely. I am going to refill my coffee and then hopefully my game will have reloaded by that point and we can jump back in. And Tracy, let me know what you're talking about on which mod I need to remove, because I don't know what one you're talking about. But I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. The game is loading up, which is perfect. It's just taking its sweet time, but it is loading up. I did remove the preteen mod. I just saw your message, Tracy, so that's perfect. Fingers crossed that everything works like it's supposed to and everything goes back to the way it was. Because, honestly, I don't know what the deal is with that. It depends where in the UK, because where I live, there are houses with basements. Oh yeah, I think it's probably like that everywhere. Okay. Let us take a look and see if this is going to work for us. Well, it just wants to take its time. It's trying to load up all of the bloody CC, I believe. Doesn't it know that I'm just trying to get in and see if I can control my Sims? I've got a marriage to do. I'm excited about it. Does anyone here play with the preteen mod? I don't seem to have ever had any luck with it. Every time I try to play with it, I end up having trouble with it. And I don't know if it's conflicting with other mods that I have or what the problem is, but it seems like every time I put it in my game, I end up having to go right back in and take it right back out. In the UK, we don't call them basements, we call them cellars. That makes sense. some people in the States call them sellers as well. Although, majority of the people in, like, I mean, some houses have them in the States, but majority of the homes in the States have, you see more attics and things like that. I mean, some have both attics and basements, but... But yeah, I think it's wherever you go. Sellers. I haven't heard that word in a long time. Load, please. For the love of Pete. Oh, I think it's about to load. The plumb bob slowed down a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Just kidding. It was just trying to tease me. Oh no, it did. Okay. Let's see if we can actually click on him now. We can. Seriously. Like, is that not the craziest thing ever? Wow. Okay, well, I don't even know. Okay, well, I'm going to, instead of, all right. I'm going to add an event here. We're going to do, okay, no, not an event. Add a holiday. Let's do a holiday of summer harvest, where we will garden, okay, so we'll get the summer harvest. Just because I want to remember that we need to get our summer harvest off, because otherwise I will forget. And I don't want us to forget. And on this one, I'm going to add an event. So let's add an event of a wedding, if it will let me. Okay, of a wedding. All right, we are going to invite Clementine, Lance. We'll invite Catherine because that's her friend, and we'll invite Laurel, and we'll invite the sister because why not? You know, she had come to our house several times and, you know, kind of made friends with our mom before she passed away. We're not going to invite them because why would we do that? All right, and we don't need a caterer, mixologist, or a musician. We are going to be having this wedding at the church. We are going to have it at, I don't know, 10 a.m. It's early, but we're going to have it at 10 a.m. All right, so we've scheduled our wedding for the morning because there's no point in us having it at 9 p.m. That's just ridiculous. So for the time being, then we will just go ahead and check on our needs. He needs some social like you wouldn't believe. All right, well, is there someone here visiting? So there is. We don't know you, but do you want to maybe get to know us? We can do a friendly introduction with you. I don't know why you're at our house, but we're going to come and we're going to talk to you because we need some socialism majorly. Like, we just need to talk to someone. We tried talking to our cow earlier, and our cow was, like, not having none of it. And, you know, my cow and I, we just don't get along all that well. She's like, hello, and he's like, hi, my name is Ernie. I don't want to pickpocket you because I don't think that'd make us very good friends, but, you know, I'm really into gardening. What are you into? And it's really nice of you to come over and visit, but, you know, it is rather late for you to be out and about. Where's your escort? She's like, I don't need an escort. And he's like, you kind of do, being a young woman out this hour. He's like, but did I tell you about my garden? She's like, wow, that's amazing. He's like, yeah. It's a lot harder than you. Eileen is here. Oh my goodness, I did not know you were here, honey. I'm so glad you're here. Eileen's like, what are you doing here with my man in the middle of the evening? Or like all late. And where's your escort? He's like, we were just introducing ourselves, honey. I was telling her about the garden. She's like, yeah, but again, where's her escort? She doesn't need to be here with this late of night without an escort. He's like, oh, honey, you know that I only have eyes for you. She's like, well, I'm going to go home. It is awful late, and you should send her on her way as well because it is too late for her to be here at your house with no escort around. He's like, yes, love. Absolutely, love. So he's going to send her away. We're going to send him to bed. It is 10:20 at night, so he does need to get himself off to bed. He has a wedding in the morning, and we don't want to make his Mrs. upset, you know. And, of course, he has to get himself to the church on time. Of course, he has chores in the morning as well. Just because he's getting married doesn't mean that this farm doesn't need his help. So once he is up in the morning, we will go ahead and have him come down, scatter the feed, and clean the coop. He's got to clean the shed. He's going to need to grab himself something to eat because he will be hungry. He's like, oh my gosh, it's my wedding day. I am ecstatic. Finally, I'm going to be wed, and I'm not going to be here on this farm by myself. I'm going to have help here around this place, and Eileen's going to be here, the love of my life, and he's so ecstatic about this. He really is. It says he's only in a fine mood, but he really is ecstatic. He really is. It's not just me. It's him too. And so he's going to go out. He probably is just in a fine mood because he's like, chores before my wedding. I really hope that I'm not all, nasty before my wedding because that is not going to make a very good impression. And really, it probably won't. But there's nothing we can do. We have to do our chores. Alright, let's get you some food as well, because you're going to need to eat something. So, he's got some tasks all queued up here for him. I should probably put a garbage can towards the back, but, you know, we just have the one here. We thankfully have enough money to pay our dowry, which is good. So, we do have 1,629 simoleons to our name, which, thank goodness, because I was hoping that he hadn't blown through that money and we were going to be able to still pay the dowry for her, which we will. So we'll pay her dowry when we go to get married, which is lovely. And he is just cleaning up. If I ever go back to Canada, I will let you know. Oh, good. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, he's going to clean up, and he is finding all kinds of good stuff. We've got some milk here. Oh, I didn't do anything with this stuff in his inventory. Well, I think that minnow's just something to be sold. Alright, we'll just leave that stuff there. He's carrying that loot around. That's fine. Alright, go and collect the honey from the bees. Look at him run. He's so cute. He's like, doot, 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 doot. He's like, yes. Success. 2 jars of honey out of that. We freaking love it. Yep.
Paper. Oh, now the beef. Oh, slip it. Oh, okay. Oh.
You know, he and the bees struggle. They are struggling. They really are. Our apple trees and our cherry trees have grown a little bit, which we love. They are actually ready to be harvested, but it is not time for them to be harvested because we can't do our harvest yet. Obviously, we can't do our harvest until it is time for the harvest. Oh, we grabbed some beeswax, so we'll sell that. He's going to go in and get himself some breakfast cooked up. Have himself some breakfast. It is getting closer to the hour where he gets to go and get himself married in front of his family and friends, which we love. Oh, I don't think he invited this his in-laws. He only invited his sister and his brother, but he didn't invite their spouses, which is really weird, but that's fine. I guess he hasn't officially introduced himself to them, even though he should have, but, you know, whatever, it is what it is. So, he has invited his sister and his brother, though, so that's good. They will be there. Sadly, his mother will not, because, as we know, eat this food. You can go weed later. As we know, she's no longer with us, so she doesn't get to see him marry Eileen, even though she would have definitely approved. We know she liked Eileen a lot. But yeah, she doesn't get to be there for the wedding. He's very uncomfortable from his bee stings. Ouch, pesky bee stings are the worst, but it is hard to resist the spoils of honey. This is so true.
Oh, Panadale.
Alright, so after you eat your gruel, I'm actually going to have you go and take yourself a quick bath because we want you nice and clean for your wedding. I don't want you smelling stinky. And he's like, yeah, exactly, because you had me go clean the chickens and play with the coop with their poop and, you know, clean up the shed with the cow, and I'm smelling all like gross. I know, I understand. We'll let you go and have yourself get yourself cleaned up before your wedding. I mean, technically you probably would just smell if we're being honest. But that's okay. I'm going to allow you to clean up. Alright, so he's getting himself cleaned up, and in 1 hour's time, it will be wedding bells ringing. Us at the wedding chapel saying our, yes, go to event. It starts in 1 hour, go to event. Oh, he's going pee right now. Do we want to go to an event while he's going pee? I mean, come on. Travel there with... I think I'll just travel alone. Am I supposed to go there right now, or... I don't know. Won't it tell me when it's time for the event to start? Maybe not now. Alright, let's start. Yes, it will. Okay, I thought it would. There was no sense in me showing up an hour early. Okay, we have arrived here at the church. You are not getting married in that dress. Like, tell me that you are not getting married in that dress. Oh my goodness. Your outfits are not good. Clearly, she has not been... Okay, hold on. Okay, that's better. Hi, Marvel Sim Fangirl. How are you doing? And welcome to the stream. We are just about to go and get our lovely couple married. And yeah. Ernie, what are you wearing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go ahead and go and get married to Eileen. All right. Everybody is in their clothes that they're supposed to be in. What are you wearing? I don't even understand. Okay, I give up. I give up. It's fine. Everything is fine. Alright. So they are going to go in here. We're going to get them married. We're going to have everyone come in, hopefully, and see them get married.
Yep, about 50. Too bad.
Is everyone coming in? Why is Sister Mary pregnant?
Oh, Carl.
This is not okay. The nun should not be pregnant. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. But moving on to the wedding. Good grief, this game. What a beautiful ceremony. Ernie is exchanging his vows with Aileen. I'm in shock right now, like I'm completely shook. Look, they have exchanged their rings. Oh. They've had their very first kiss as a married couple. You can have your married Sims move in together by using the split and merge button in the household management section of the edit neighborhood. Yes, okay, that's great. But first, we are going to get a photo of them as we do. With the honey pressure, there is another part that goes with it that turns them into bottles. Is that so? What does it look like? What does it look like, I wonder? Alright, she is going first. Start the next pose, please. right, so they have gotten themselves hitched. We have our lovely couple. They are super cute. We love it. And we have taken their photos. Oh, they're so cute. And you guys can now move on about your business, honestly. You can have autonomy again. I am going to have to figure out the nun situation, honestly. But yeah. And we are going to go ahead and end this wedding because it has an 8 hours left. 8 hours. Like, that's a long wedding. We're going to enter her into the house. We're going to pay our 500 dowry over to this household, which is fine. Ooh la la. After being swept off his feet by Eileen's flirty advances, Ernie feels like the birds are singing a bit sweeter and the sun is shining a bit brighter. How romantic. Would you say that Ernie likes flirtation? I mean, sure. He can like flirtation. I mean, they're sitting. What are they sitting on? Nobody knows. Okay. We love that for them. How about you guys go home? Sitting on imaginary stools. We're going to have to go into Cass and get her dressed properly. And also add her to our spreadsheet. So let's hop over and do that really quickly. So she's already been added when we got her engaged, but when we add her to this, we're going to change her to an Arendelle. She is now the wife of Ernie. Arendelle. All right. And she will go here. All right. We love this. It is Tuesday in the game. Perfect. We love it. Let's go fix her right away.
With Daba Harfine.
Alright, her first outfit is okay. Her other outfits, not so much. Okay, that one's okay now. This one, no. Just no. Athletic wear. Alright, and let me find her something for her party wear. shoes. And let me just put her in something for her. Cold weather. All right. She needs 2 new traits, although I thought I had given her traits. I did. Okay. So she is considerate, perfectionist, cheerful, and insecure. She's got the aspiration of a freelance botanist. We've got her all dressed up, and she needs her name changed to Arendelle. Okay. Perfect. Now she is ready to go. And first things first, we need to go ahead and have them get busy trying for a baby because, well, why not? Or at the very least, they should consummate their relationship, their marriage. So we're going to have them mess around.
Yeah, knocking.
So they're going to go and mess around and consummate their marriage because they did, after all, just get married. Why is he thinking about Laurel? Nobody cares about Laurel. Ernie, nobody cares about Laurel. He's like, but she's pretty. Nobody cares about Laurel. It looks similar to the one from the horse pack. Oh, does it? Okay. Ooh, they're in a heat wave. Bring out the candles, make it romantic. Ernie and Eileen are woohooing for the first time. They are consummating their relationship, which is lovely. We love that for them. And I have got to go and fix the nun at some point and make it where she can't get pregnant because she's the nun. Nuns. No. Anyway. I don't want the nun having babies. She's supposed to be taking care of the orphanage and things like that. Look at him. He's like, I'll do the laundry, dear. And she's like, oh, that's so kind of you. Wow. Okay. So they have just had their first woohoo. Congratulations on getting married to Ernie. I hope you two are very happy together. Thank you so much, sister. That was really kind of you. I am going to have Eileen come down and make something. I don't care what she makes, but she needs to make something. Mainly because she really does need to learn how to cook. She's like, I don't want to do that. She can't cook? Can he cook? Nobody can cook? Okay, great. Oh, she's doing the laundry. Washing the wash tub. What's he doing? I clearly am about to throw a last exception because my game is froze. Let me save my game. Told ya. So over this. Alright. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's like, well, if she's gonna do the laundry, I guess I can cook. Yeah, I think you can do that. You can make a family size of gruel. She's cleaning up and doing the laundry, which is super, super great. We didn't even have to tell her to do that. She just automatically came in here and started cleaning. I mean, we love that for us. See what having a wife is like and having some help around the place? It's so great. And he's like, wow, I never even knew. Teamwork. And I'm like, yeah, teamwork is great. Oh my gosh, it's Clementine. Look at her. She's pregnant. Let's invite her in. Hey, I got a special gift for you because you're such a good neighbor and I appreciate your kindness and friendship. Want to see what it is? I mean, that's fine. Clementine, you can come on in. I can't believe you're expecting. That's such great news. You know, now that I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to do you mind if I hang out for a bit? How has your day been? Oh, my day's been pretty good. Thank you so much for the gift. A hydroponic planter. Wow, that was really pricey. How did you afford that? Honestly, how did you afford that? And really, I'm doing well. How are you doing? You're pregnant. Like, wow. Okay, these are clean. You should go and hang them on the clothesline. We love it. She's like, I've done it. I did the first load of laundry as a married woman. I'm amazing. And he's like, oh, honey, you're so great. Good job. She's like, thanks, babe. All right. Clementine's just waddling around the house. We love that. She's super cute pregnant. Everyone's cleaning up the water. Okay. He made some gruel. You should probably go and, I mean, at least grab a serving because he made it. So, I mean, it's only polite, you know, to not turn your nose up at your husband's cooking. She's like, yeah, but it's gruel. Yeah, I get that. But, you know, he made a meal for you. Well, you guys sure are sitting far apart. She's like, thanks for the food. And he's like, yeah, of course. It's all I really know how to make other than this and onion soup. But I didn't really know if you wanted onion soup. And she's like, oh, well, onion soup would have been pretty good. And he's like, oh, well, next time I'll remember that.
Buna from Yalmu.
Yevkabumzoi. Falanas pitfall. Ivanj.
She's like, what did you think about the ceremony? And he's like, oh, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the fact that everybody came. Can you believe, sister? And she's like, I don't really want to talk about that. I think that we should probably not talk about that. And he's like, I'm just saying, I never in my... And she's like, no, really, honey, I don't think we should talk about that. And he's like, okay, dear. You know best. Puberty. Eileen has gotten her first taste of puberty. Things will only continue to change from here. She can try to manage her puberty. Oh, dear. Well, Everybody's so upset by puberty. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. She's clearly into having things neat. She's just going around cleaning up everything. I love that for us. I really do. I'm going to have him go out and scatter the feed and take care of the cow because I don't think the cow's been taken care of in quite some time. And so he's going to do that. And she is just tending to the house, which I love. I really do. I love it. She's cleaning out the spoiled food from the kitchen and taking care of things really nicely. And hopefully we will be pregnant. I don't know if that woohoo resulted in anything. We won't know for a little while. We will continue to try for a baby with them every day until we end up pregnant, because that's what we're supposed to do. And obviously we'll continue on with Clementine and the others. They'll just continue having their babies how they do. And when they give birth, we will add their babies to the... Don't you dare go and harvest that. I'll beat you up. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm going to go weed this. Okay, good. And we will obviously add their babies to the tree if and when those take place. But yeah, it is Tuesday at 6:20 p.m. in the year of 1302. We still have 2 days left in 1302. What's he doing? He wants to go chat with his wife. You say you want to go chat with her and then you pull out your notebook. Everybody should help out here on the farm. You guys can get to working together. Everybody's going to get attacked by the bees. We love that. Oh, we just got a certificate of marriage he's got here. Where can we put that? Let's put that in the living room somewhere. Let's put it here. We love that. Got some beeswax to sell. And some honey. All right. He's going to go play in the water. And she's going to go clean, it looks like. Both of you should probably look into getting ready for bed. It is getting late. Why are you not sleeping together? Assign right side of the bed to Ernie. Assign left side of the bed to Eileen. And sleep together. Like, what in the world is this nonsense? She's a cheerful sim. We love that. I mean, I guess they could sleep separate beds. Sometimes people sleep in separate beds, but I mean, I don't really want them to do that. Oh no, she's sad. She's oversensitive from her premenstrual syndrome. No one seems to understand or care about what she's going through. Okay, you need to calm down. She's gonna go to the washroom. And then he's gonna go to the washroom as well. And then he's gonna be like, look, I understand that you're feeling kind of sensitive. I understand that. But honestly, I think we should try again, you know, get a little bit of practice in. And she's like, practice. And he's like, yeah, practice. You know, on being with one another and this marital thing and, you know, trying for this baby. And she's like, a baby? And he's like, well, you know, whatever happens, happens. You need to go downstairs and figure out how to make food. Because honestly, it is high time you learned how to cook, young lady. I don't actually know if you know how to cook. I'm just saying that to say that. He's playing a little bit of the lute, but you could also come down here and clean up a little bit and help her out. Because she's not your maid. We work together as a team in this house. That's how this works, like a well-oiled machine. Oh my gosh, she cooked that. She did not burn the house down. We love that. She's grabbing a serving. He's going to come in here. He's going to grab a serving, and they're going to have their breakfast together at 5:17 a.m. Boy, they sure do rise early.
Bubrona?
She's like, how did you sleep? And he's like, I slept fantastic. How did you sleep? She's like, I slept great. Great. It was kind of different sleeping in a new bed. I wasn't exactly, you know, used to that. Or rather sleeping with someone. I'm not used to that either. But other than that, it was pretty good sleep. He's like, yeah, those are new changes for me as well. But it was kind of nice sleeping next to someone. And she's like, yeah, I agree.
Hamplin, Trina.
She's like, I think I could get used to it. He's like, I definitely could.
Torky.
She's like, what do you have going on today? And he's like, well, you know, gotta go out and deal with the chickens and the cow. Gotta do the things that have to be done here on the farm. And she's like, yeah, okay. Do you need some help? And he's like, I could always use help. So after she takes herself a quick bath, she's going to come out and she is going to help with the chores. Maybe she'll have better luck with the cow than he does, because as we know, he and the cow don't have that great of a relationship. I don't know why, but they definitely don't. truth be known, he doesn't really have that great a relationship with anything on this farm. Look at him get attacked by the bees. What are you doing? Cleaning up? You know what? You are such a good guy. Why don't you come out here and press that honey? She's like, how's the pressing of the honey going? And he's like, it's going pretty good. Why is it not working? Oh, collect the honey. Okay. So he's pressing all this honey. We're getting all kinds of stuff. We've got some wild honey, wildflower honey, clover honey, pine tree honey, and multi-flower honey. We got all kinds of different honey with this. And Tupelo honey. She said that there is another section to this where it looks like the horse pack. I don't know where that is. Let's take a look in the build by. Okay, let's see if it'll load. Come on now, build by. All right, where might it be? Oh. We got those bees that we're supposed to do with that. Instead of these bees. I see. Maybe we'll delete those. And then, where is the other part of the bee press? That's the mead brewer. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to keep looking for it. I'm not sure. But that's okay. Today's mail has been delivered and we have bills. Lots of bills. Okay, well, great. Gather wild honey. Gather wild honey. Oh. That's why we have to process it. Okay, I get you. All right. Perfect. Let's watch her do this.
Zimzay. Bulain.
Oh, you can't go that one? Is it off our property? It's not, but okay. Your sim is too grossed out by the bugs to do this right now. Okay. Fair morning to you all. It appears we have not yet met. I am Trader Jacques. I offer a fair price in exchange for all goods. I come every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm always on the lookout for new goods. Okay, that's great. We have some honey. I don't know if you want to purchase it, but... How do we do that? Trade. Sell items.
Sanadayola?
Oh, I could just sell the apples and the onions. Okay, well, that's fine.
Oh, should be
I
right.
can't sell the honey. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Serpino Vanabi.
Alright, that being said though, I think I am going to leave this one here. We are still in 1302. We're just at the tail end, and we are hopefully going to soon find out if we are pregnant or not. Oh, she has something, a basket with wild honey. Oh, we love that. What is she doing? Weeding. Okay. And we are hopefully going to find out if we are pregnant soon with her, but we will just keep trying and figure out if she is or not. And we will continue on in the next one. I don't know if there will be a video come out or if there will be another stream just on Thursday. I haven't decided that yet. We'll just have to see. But I am going to go ahead and leave this one here. It has been a lot of fun. I am so glad that we were able to get them married, and we will continue on in the next one. But until the next time, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. So I will see you guys then. Have a great day, and bye everyone.